Where have you been?
Sorry, I'm late. I was out looking at cars.
You don't have enough money to buy a car.
I know. Yeah, most of it. I figure if I looked at some really nice cars, it would inspire me to somehow come up with the rest.
Good luck with that.
So, what's up?
I need to ask you something important, and I wanted to talk face to face rather than text.
We're not face to face. We're on Zoom.
Oh, I know, but I can see you, so we're screen face to screen face.
Okay. What did you want to ask?
When this global pandemic is over, are we going to be able to get jobs?
Good question.
I know, and I asked it.
I don't have an answer. Nobody does. Not yet.
But what if the pandemic ends and there are no jobs?
Oh, there were never going to be many jobs in the future, even before the global pandemic.
Why not?
Robots.
Mead, when robots from the future arrive in the present, we destroy them. Just like in that documentary I saw called Terminator.
Stu, that was just a movie. In reality, robots are going to take over the world by taking over all the jobs.
But if robots take over all the jobs, we won't be able to make a living.
Now do you realize the extent of their evil plan?
How will we buy food? And video games!
There are a handful of things robots will never be able to do as well as humans. We'll have to learn to do those things.
I don't want to be a prostitute!
Don't worry, we won't have to be sex workers. Robots are already taking over that job.
They are?
Yeah, and not just in Japan.
Mead, how many people are on this planet?
Earth?
Yeah, Earth.
I think over 7 billion?
So when robots take over all the jobs, there's going to be 7 billion people on unemployment?
Well, not on unemployment exactly, but out of a job, yeah.
I think the competition is cutthroat now. Imagine when there's only a handful of paid positions left. People are going to kill each other to get a job.
There won't be 7 billion people in the future. Mother Nature is taking care of that.
She is?
Sure. Why do you think there's so many natural disasters happening? Fires, floods, hurricanes,
Earthquakes, tornadoes,
volcanic eruptions,
typhoons,
drought, epidemics of Ebola and Zika and COVID-19. Because Mother Nature knows there's too many people on the planet.
She's getting rid of some of them.
Exactly. Cleaning house. Going to get worse. We are talking death and destruction on a massive scale.
What do we do?
If we build a bunker, stock up on canned food, and stay out of Florida, we can survive.
I hope so. I'd like to see the future.
Even if it's a hot mess of robots and bunkers and eating out of cans?
Yeah, because when there's fewer people, I'll be able to get a date.
I like your optimism.
And when there's fewer people, individual human lives will have more value.
I wouldn't count on it. Not as long as governments consider people disposable.
Will there even be governments in the future?
I think so. Because some people need to have power over other people. To feel superior.
Like schoolyard bullies.
Mm-hmm. And the people who don't need to feel superior, they need to follow rules. Yeah, I think there will always be some form of government.
They're a bunch of sheep. Bah, bah, bah. Are there any jobs robots can't do?
Well, they can't be judges, and they can't be doctors.
Don't some robots perform surgeries?
Oh, that's right. I read about that. Well, they can't be dermatologists.
Skin diseases give me the creeps.
Me too.
We could never learn to be judges or doctors.
Everything else will be done by machines. That's going to be the future.
Not everything will be done by machines. Robots won't be able to teach elementary school.
Yeah, but you gotta know something before you can teach it.
Good point. We could learn how to cut hair.
That's something robots could never do.
We could practice on each other.
No. Not if we have to stay 6 feet apart.
Oh, right. We could be choreographers.
You have to be a dancer before you can be a choreographer.
Oh. We could be dancers.
Too late. If you want to be a dancer, you have to start training when you're a child.
Really?
Yeah, just like gymnasts, or acrobats, or racists.
We could be detectives.
Oh, you have to be a policeman first before you can become a detective.
Not always. Angela Lansbury wasn't a policeman.
Angela Lansbury is British.
So?
All British people can be detectives. Don't you watch Masterpiece Theater?
No, I don't like masterpieces. They're elitist.
Where did you learn the word elitist?
From you. Don't you remember? Last week you said kale was elitist.
That's right. I forgot.
I'm tired of coming up with all the ideas. How come you never come up with anything?
I do so come up with ideas.
When was the last time you had one? All you do is shoot down my ideas.
Your ideas are only about making money. If we're thinking about the future, then let's think of something we would enjoy doing.
Does anybody enjoy working?
Yeah, some people do. I'm going to be one of those people. Not going to waste my life at a boring job. I'm going to wake up in the morning and be excited about going to work.
Sounds like you're starting to believe your fantasies.
Of course I believe my fantasies. How else are they going to come true?
Oh, so that's how it works.
Don't you ever wonder what it's like to be wanted?
All the time.
Well, there must be something we like doing that people actually want us to do.
This is going to take some serious thinking.
Thinking won't work. We'll never outthink robots. You have to outsmart them.
How?
By using something they don't have. Imagination. Stupid!
You like to sing, don't you?
I love to sing. Everybody does.
Robots will never be able to sing as well as humans. I know. I've heard them try.
Stu, you didn't hear robots singing. You heard humans using auto-tune.
Oh.
But I think you're onto something.
I am? I mean, yes, I am.
Stu, we're going to train to be professional singers.
We are?
I've been saving up to buy a car, but I'd rather invest in the future.
Me too.
We'll use that money to take singing lessons.
That sounds great, but you've been wanting a car for a long time.
I know, but if we can't earn a living, then the robots will have won.
I don't want the robots to win.
Neither do I. And if we start singing now, we'll get a head start on the competition.
Okay.
Do you still have that pitch pipe we used when we went Christmas caroling?
Yeah, I don't think I ever took it out of my backpack.
Singers have it easier than other musicians because singers have their instruments inside their throats. No lugging around a guitar or a ukulele.
Or a glockenspiel.
They'll be able to make music anywhere.
Found the pitch pipe. What should we sing?
Ain't we got fun?
Why that one?
It's in the public domain.
Good thinking. We don't want to have to pay royalties. But what if it turns out we can't make a living from singing?
Well, there is something else robots will never be able to do.
What?
Make people laugh.
Hey, yeah. And we're funny people.
We are. So no matter what happens in the future, we'll always be able to generate laughter.
I'm glad we had this conversation. I feel much better about the robot apocalypse.
Me too. I think the future is going to be better than we thought.
Well, okay.